Alright, welcome back to The Range. We're going to talk about some NBA talk. And for those of you who do not know, Kevin Garnett of the Boston Celtics was suspended for throwing an inadvertent elbow at Miami Heat guard Quentin Richardson. For that crime, he has been sentenced to a suspension of Game 2 of the first round series between the Celtics and the Heat. And I wanted to get y'all's opinion on, was this suspension justified?
Yes, it was, because it was not inadvertent. Kevin Garnett knew what he was doing, and Quentin Richardson's jaw just happened to be at the right place at the right time. And yes, he sure did connect, and he did follow through. I mean, Quentin Richardson did get fined $25,000 anyway.
Slap on the
yeah, but Kevin Garnett, yeah, he knew exactly what he was doing. I agree with the stipulation of the suspension. I mean, he's lucky that David Stern didn't be an asshole and just give him 2 or 3 games. Like Roger Goodell probably would have. So Boston will be all right without Kevin Garnett anyway. So I really don't think they have to worry.
Hell no. Boston gonna lose this next game without Kevin Garnett. And as far as Kevin Garnett, once the altercation started to break out, I didn't see him no more in the frame.
Yeah.
Didn't see him no more in the frame.
Yeah.
Did not see him anywhere in the frame. Big Baby Davis. You tried to jump in there, but then when Jermaine O'Neal got in your face, you tried to talk to that young man. I'm just telling you what I saw.
You saying you got scared?
I ain't saying he got scared. I just said he just started talking to him.
He got bumped.
That's all I know.
I say he got scared.
That's all I know. I mean, they probably could have said, you know what I'm saying, did you have a good brunch? I don't know. I'm just telling you what I saw.
Made that man out.
Jermaine O'Neal, he's known to throw a punch here and there.
Like put his whole arm into someone's jaw.
Ask that man at the palace.
As far as Garnett suspension, I mean, I guess, yeah, you really have to. It's in the rule book and elbow, get it. Richardson got off pretty good.
Punk ass.
That should help Miami because they're below. You know, Boston's a below a 500 team when they're without Garnett. So I mean, Paul Pierce, you know, they're on their last leg. I mean, this team in San Antonio, this is it right here.
Okay, so this is a make or break. If they don't, if neither one of them win this game, you saying?
I'm talking about this is their last good season before the rebuilding comes up.
Yeah.
Like they're deteriorating badly.
What you're saying is when they built that team back in
2008.
2008,
That
it was meant to be for that 1 year.
Right now.
No, I think it was meant for a 2 to 3 year span, but it was meant to happen right then. Like they were supposed to win in 09.
Yeah, that Kevin Garnett injury pretty much like
settled it out.
No,
They just pretty much settled their fate out.
Yeah.
But I have to agree with with y'all. I mean, Kevin Garnett. I mean, really, you didn't really see too much. You had to go through like different camera angles to figure something out. You know, it really what made him get suspended was the fact that Florida boy Joakim Noah said that KG is a dirty player. Well, if you get your little sissified ass off the floor all the time, you wouldn't know he wasn't a dirty player. Like JB said, Quentin Richardson's jaw just happened to be where KG's elbow was. I just saw KG trying to get free because he was being held back.
Yeah, by Miami players.
He was bogged down too.
So I would try to get out of it too. I'm sorry that Quentin Richardson felt the need to step up. But yeah, Richardson got off real easy. $25,000, boo fucking who.
I mean, he did call Paul. They said they got him quoting saying that he did call Paul Pierce saying, you know, he's always faking. He called Paul Pierce soft also.
Paul Pierce, you are one of the man. He's big. Weak. You is weak as hell.
I mean,
that's all I gotta say.
I understand Quentin Richardson.
That is weak as hell.
Yeah.
Garnett too. Weak as hell. Weak as hell.
But I had to give it. I mean,
he another sellout.
Who's that?
Lakers this, Lakers that. When you was growing all up, but now you a Boston Celtic. I know you got drafted there, but still, nigga.
Can't do nothing about that, man.
you can't help that shit.
You can protest that mess.
No, you can't.
No, I don't want to play with Boston. I want to play with
I
them.
want to at least be traded to somebody else.
You know, West Coast.
Still.
But it's okay though. I mean, you gotta just remember, if when it happens, kind of like when punches are thrown or elbows are thrown in this case, you're gonna get suspended. So you have to agree with that. And you're talking about David Stern being, being nice about it. I think the NBA is soft. I'm sorry. Yes. But back in the day, Lakers, Celtics, Lakers, Pistons.
Kurt Rambis fell down and got right back up.
Pistons Celtics.
He saw
Back
that.
in the day, you would get your ass whooped on the court,
Bill,
and they would not call a technical foul.
Or
Suddenly, they call a technical foul if you just jaw at the other player.
Or if you look at the official wrong.
Yeah,
Charles
that's
Barkley.
You know why?
Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan.
This league is now built on all guards, and guards cry too much when they're driving to the lane. Back then, big men. I mean, there was plenty of guards back then, but big men also roamed the lane. It wasn't just now it's just Shaq.
I mean, what? No.
It ain't really too many other people that's just big down there that get big and physical and dominate like Shaq. Everybody else back then had that power forward. Power forward position non-existent now.
But back then they did it. Like the NBA point guards were a lot tougher, and then again a lot bigger. You had Magic Johnson.
Yeah, Magic
I
Johnson.
mean, Isaiah Thomas was
special case.
Isaiah Thomas was one of the toughest guards in this league, like to ever play in the NBA. I mean, he was one of the smallest, also him and Joe Dumars. So
Yeah, I agree.
Phoenix. What do you think about Phoenix in that
Oh
loss?
man,
I am not surprised.
Phoenix losing that ball game really doesn't surprise me. But at the same time, I said before the playoffs started that Portland really didn't have a chance. But the fact of the matter is, I told you Nate McMillan does make adjustments.
Yeah.
I did say that, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did.
So he did, yeah. He did yesterday. But the thing is, I thought that the damn Suns would do something to make them hurt from Brandon Roy.
3 of 13.
Well, see,
in the
like,
fourth quarter.
mind you,
Damn
they took
three-pointers.
2 away. They took
Yeah.
2 or 3 from Phoenix in the regular season, and they did beat Phoenix at Phoenix without Brandon Roy earlier in the season. So, I mean, they can play without Brandon Roy. It's just for how long? I mean, last night they were just on it.
You have to give major props to Andre Miller for stepping up in that game. 35 points.
Yeah.
I mean, he came in for a big way.
Yeah, he did. I mean, and Aldridge, everything lies on him now. Rudy, you got to step your ass up, man.
Boy, did you see? I mean,
You did
man,
all that
Rudy
crying
Fernandez,
because you
yeah.
used to be the man over where you was from in Europe, and now you here. You got
Well,
to
I
step
mean,
your
you gotta
ass
remember-
up.
You got to remember that, Rudy Fernandez is not the focal point of that offense.
Yeah, you could.
He's a driver. He's suddenly developed an outside shot, which is kind of amazing.
Yeah.
Which in about 6 months he developed an outside shot, which is by no means at all happens on a regular basis.
Yeah.
You don't see that every year where at the start of the season, a player that can only drive, all of a sudden get an outside shot consistently.
Yeah.
I mean,
That doesn't happen.
I mean, Stoudemire.
Rudy was, he was Brandon Roy for his team when he was over there.
Yeah,
he
he really
comes
was.
over here now. He's sitting behind the person that he was supposed to be. So he can get down on you, but you getting the minutes now, so you better step it up.
But I go ahead and tell you now, they will not win game 2.
Who,
Portland?
Portland will not win game 2.
I don't think so either. I think I think
I think the
Suns
Suns
Too
will
much,
take it.
too much.
Nash is gonna step
I would have originally said Suns in 5, but now I'm going to say Suns in 6. I do think Portland will take a game in Portland when they go back.
Lakers. If Kobe does what he does, the Lakers might be in trouble.
Yeah, I mean,
The Lakers might be in trouble if
might.
Kobe keeps shooting the way he's shooting right now.
I mean, I don't know. Oklahoma City, I know it's the first game in Oklahoma
New franchise.
new franchise history,
Yeah,
but
I'm
like,
saying.
I mean, the performance it was unacceptable. I mean, they should have played a lot better coming up against the Lakers. Knowing that they can play with the Lakers. I mean, Kevin Durant, they pretty much held him down.
I don't
They-
think.
Yeah, he struggled for
He
them.
struggled. He
What
struggled.
21 or 24? He struggled.
Yeah,
for
but
them.
you know how many shots he took though.
Hey, Kobe was what, 6-24 or 6-19 or something? So
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Kobe
going to go ahead and
struggled
tell you
too.
this. I'm going to tell you this right now. Kevin Durant, 24 points in his playoff debut. Not bad. Kind of had that, Ron Artest guard on him the whole time.
He ain't never really
But
had
what
that.
did Ron Artest do last year against Kobe in that second round with the Rockets?
Got in his head.
He got into his head, but what happened? Kobe Bryant suddenly took over a ball game.
Yeah.
If it wasn't game 1, because remember the Rockets won game 1, and suddenly in game 2 from there on, they were, Kobe was scoring 30, 35, at one point 43 points. It happens. Kevin Durant will step up in game 2. He realized his team can do well, without him playing particularly well.
Mhm.
So I believe he can do it, and I think we'll win this series.
Yeah,
So you saying that are you gonna win game 2 tomorrow night when they play?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
You're damn skippy, I'm saying.
Watch out for the Mavs.
Yeah,
I
watch
can't
out.
believe I'm saying that.
What?
But the Mavs might be the best team in the league right now.
What?
Mavs find a way to fuck shit up. And We'll be right back on the rant.